rests solely on the patient. And they've got to make the time to do that.
Thank you, Dr. Massey, and all of our other Caribbean medical doctors. As usual, we encourage you to be aware, to be proactive, and take steps to protect your health. Talk to your doctor and evaluate aspects of your diet and the amount of exercise you get. We hope that this program will provide you with the necessary tools to improve the quality of your health and lifestyle. I am Dr. Mariam Abdul-Richards, and this has been Caribbean Medical TV.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Government takes swift action on unregulated communities. Plus, a multi-million-dollar development underway in Bimini's Rockwell Island. And a family returns home after Hurricane Dorian with help from a home repair program. The Bahamas.
Things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Always, it's a joy to have you with us. Topping news tonight, unregulated communities in Abaco and New Providence are continuing to see swift action from the government. This, according to the Minister of Works and Family Islands, the Honorable Clay Sweeting, who provides us with a critical update on the demolition process. Well, tonight, he reiterates the government's bold commitment to demolishing these communities and also modernizing infrastructure nationwide. Azure Quant has more in tonight's top story.
To date, nearly 300 illegal structures have been demolished across New Providence and Abaco.
Minister of Works and Family Island Affairs, the Honorable Clay Sweeting, providing an update on the ongoing demolition of unregulated communities on Abaco and New Providence. This action follows the issuance of 28-day notices by the Unregulated Communities Action Task Force targeting illegal structures on those islands.
The focus is not solely on shanty towns occupied by foreign migrants, and in some cases also Bahamians, but the Building Control Department within the Ministry of Works and Family Island Affairs will be going after all unregulated structures, which means all buildings that have not been approved by the Ministry of Works.
In recent weeks, residents on both islands have been witnessing this action from the government, particularly the demolition of Gaza Gully and farm communities on Abaco, which is said to be an ongoing process. In addition, persons residing in those illegal communities have been forewarned to adhere to the country's laws and regulations. Addressing this long-standing issue in the country, Minister Sweeting emphasizes the need for a peaceful transition for any residents affected by these demolitions.
It cannot be stated enough that these communities are a danger to our country. There are environmental, health, and safety concerns, and it is the government's mandate to ensure the safety and welfare of its citizens and lawful residents. The decision to tackle these unregulated communities may be uncomfortable and a tough pill to swallow for some, especially those who may have to vacate these shanty towns. But this Davis administration is committed to tackling this vaccine issue. It is the right thing to do.
The minister underscoring the government's commitment to modernization, particularly through the digitization of the Ministry of Works and Family Island Affairs. He notes of the Prime Minister's mandate for expedited processes as the ministry aims to streamline operations and implement an aggressive infrastructure program to modernize its practices.
The Digitization and Transformation Unit has completed 18 services focusing on the building control section of the Ministry of Works. And these services are being vetted by our team for final approval before going live. We're also assessing our services to streamline building control approvals and other ministry processes. It is our goal to modernize, to streamline, and to make the Ministry of Works and Family Island Affairs more efficient.
Minister Sweeting also speaking to the critical role of the ministry, which is to maintain the country's infrastructure, reiterating their focus on ensuring safe and reliable roads and thoroughfares. He also says that road paving and repaving projects are commencing on the various family islands, the Northern Bahamas included. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Azure Quant.
Thanks, Azure. Well, in other news, a multi-million-dollar development underway in Bimini. Bimini Bay encompasses 750 acres of land on the island of Bimini, and a part of this gigantic community is Rockwell Island, a new luxury home project that is currently under construction. The 499 acres of land standing on its own features the development of top-quality construction, high-end finishes, and extensive amenities, all on the water. Julanda Thompson-Everest has more in this report.
Rockwell Island, a residency and resort that is coming to the island of Bimini, is in phase 1 of its luxury home project. It's an exclusive beachside retreat which currently employs 600 workers. The president of Rob Bahamas, Rafael Reyes, giving us an exclusive look into the new development, lauding that the end goal is to not only provide an island-unique experience for visitors traveling to Bimini, but also provide employment for Bahamians.
Phase 1 Rockwell encompasses 55 homes similar to this on the beach with an adjacent bay lot. If you notice when you came in, some of the houses have like a little bay home. That bungalow, behind that bungalow, people get to dock their boat. We did 3 islands. We manufactured 3 islands. Why? Because again, a lot of our market are boaters. They want to be able, some of them have houses on the water. Imagine they put their stuff in their boat, they jump on their boat, and they go from one dock to the other dock. So on Banyan Tree residences, which are the ones on the 3 islands, I have 54 lots.
The president explains the first phase of Rockwell Island, including the construction of 5 homes and the first amenity for the Banyan Tree Resort, which is a Saint-Tropez-style beach club. He furthers that the community and the upcoming resort will give the visitors an exotic taste of the island of Bimini.
Listen, they're cruising to the Bahamas and they have a hard time being able to have any entertainment, so they stay a lot on their vessel, okay? The goal is for me to be able to capture some of those yachts and those mega yachts, be able to tender out, bring them to our club, and give them fine dining, you know, with an occasional blast them out of the water with a really super cool carnival-looking Junkanoo.
The president expounding that the project in Bimini is the largest employer out of all of the family islands, adding that the island of Bimini may not have enough residents to support this project. However, he plans to import 850 Bahamians in the summer.
It's very important to me, okay, spending so much time, you know, since I was 9 years old here in the island, that it's not only about us creating a development, making something beautiful, but making sure that the people in the community and the local community also benefit from it.
Reyes concludes that it is important to think outside of the box, and if there are no creative and unique exposure that tailors to the affluent visitors, there's a chance we may lose them.
Flying to Belize instead of coming over here, and we're only 48 nautical miles away. It doesn't make sense. I think we have that captive audience, but you got to be open-minded.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
Great news there. Well, turning to a heartwarming tale. A family that endured the devastation of Hurricane Dorian, losing everything in its wake, is now celebrating 1 year back in their home. This remarkable milestone was made possible through the dedicated efforts of the Ministry for Grand Bahama's East Grand Bahama Home Repair Program. Our Rumiko Knowles journeyed to East End today to meet with this family and brings us the details in this report.
Well, it has been 4 years since Hurricane Dorian made landfall in Grand Bahama, and I know we've heard many stories from then to now from survivors, but it's those stories that remind survivors of what they are to be thankful for today, especially because there are many who are still enduring the hardships of that storm. March 10th marks 1 year since Margaret Lang, her father, who is now a double amputee, and kids were placed back into their homes in the wake of that storm. This is the foundation of what remained following Hurricane Dorian, and at the rear is where they are now comfortably living thanks to the Ministry of Grand Bahama East Grand Bahama Repair Program and the Rotary Club. Margaret Lang says she is beyond thankful.
Yes, there was my God today.
It's been a long journey back home for Margaret Lang and her 92-year-old father, Otis Carey, who were displaced by Hurricane Dorian.
I still can't believe it. You know, I'm back home. You know, a lot have happened since then, but just being able to not to be paying that rent and that, you know, that strain.
Lang shares their challenging journey, having relocated 4 times in the last 4 years.
You know, then with kids, it's a little difficult because, you know, some people would not put up with, you know, with the kids.
Despite the hardships, she remained hopeful and found support in the Ministry for Grand Bahama's East Grand Bahama Home Repair Program.
The funniest thing, I met her, you know, and she gave me her word. And I was like, okay, there's another one. You know, I'm being real. But she shocked me in a way because she stand up and she did what she said she was gonna do for me and my family. And that's one I really, you know, praises belong to God, but, you know, I give her props for that.
She not only lost her home, but also her husband, George Lang, during Dorian. However, she finds solace and strength in the presence of her 92-year-old father, Otis Carey, who was a double amputee. He is thrilled to celebrate a year back home.
Well, I feel very happy now. The Lord helps us to get back in the house. And who do it for me, I thank God that they'll have a blessing.
To God be the glory.
Yeah, good things He has done.
Now, there are many more stories that can be told and many that have been told. But as for Margaret Lang, she says she's glad to be alive to tell that story. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Rumiko Knowles.
Thanks, Rumiko. Well, the search continues for 80-year-old Philip Stubbs of number 181A Carvel Beach. Supporters of his family convening once again to search Carvel Beach and the adjacent areas in hopes of finding their beloved friend and relatives. Opposition leader, the Honorable Michael Pintard, also joining in on the search, appealing to businesses with cameras and the wider community for any assistance they can provide.
We also ask persons who have drones if you could employ your drones in the area to assist us in the search. Anything that you see, no matter how insignificant you think it may be, please get in contact with us. We appeal to all of the Junkanoo groups. If you are able to speak to your members, as many of you would know, Big Mama is an avid Junkanooer. He's played a major role in helping to shape Junkanoo in Grand Bahama and has had a national impact. And so we appeal to you as well to join in the search.
While no significant headway has been made in the search for Stubbs at this time, Pintard says their efforts will expand past searching the immediate Carvel Beach area.
We intend to look beyond his immediate community. Some of that has been done already, but again, we're here today because we believe we should search island-wide. He could have gotten a ride. out of the area, and therefore the tapes or cameras missed him and which direction he went into. And so we want everybody, if you live West End, East End, and you may not think that what you saw is significant, it is significant to us. We want everybody to look out for Big Mama.
Stay with us. Coming up next, we highlight students and teachers at Mary Star of the Sea Catholic Academy being immersed in a vibrant celebration. That story, sports, and more in the Bahamas Tonight. The Northern Edition returns.
The looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Celebrate Easter weekend at Portobello's Restaurant by the Grand Lacayan. Children 5 to 12 years are half price, and children under 5 eat free. Dinner buffet on Good Friday, and all-you-can-eat Easter Sunday brunch. See you there. Elegant, fashionable, bold. Get your hats ready and be a part of this spectacular display. Mark your calendars. Sunday, March 24th, 5 p.m. at the Church of God of Prophecy, Coral Road. This is one you don't want to miss, an Easter hat parade.
For designer shoes, sandals, handbags, and accessories, visit Steppin' Out, top of the hill, Mackey Street, or WhatsApp 727-9098. Shipping available throughout the family of islands. Steppin' Out when you want to put your best foot forward.
Good news, A&M Professional Lawn Care, situated in Nassau East, is now branching into Freeport. For all your lawn care services, residential and commercial, landscape design, tree cutting, window cleaning, painting, or truck for hire. Call 445-4157.
Here at Perfumes of Lucaya, you can find all of your top high-end, fine quality French and Italian fragrances. We have the Jean Paul Gaultier, the Coach line. We have also the Versace. We also have Initio. We have Parfum de Marly line here. We also have the Givenchy line here. We have Phantom. We have so many different brands of fragrances, French and Italian fragrances that you can find here in Perfumes of Lucaya. There's so much we have to offer. We are located in the Lucayan Shopping Center. Our store hours are from Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.
Yes, come on down to Perfume of Lucaya, where it's not just fragrance, it's a lifestyle.
Come on down.
We're here.
We're here.
Waiting for you.
Have questions for Grand Bahama Power Company? Get insights and answers to the power concern every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Tune in and power up your knowledge with Ask GBPC.
Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Students and teachers at Mary Star of the Sea Catholic Academy being immersed in a vibrant celebration as the school hosted its Commonwealth Day event. The festivities encompassing ring plays, captivating dances, cuisines, and fun facts about the Commonwealth member countries. Now, the occasion is observed annually on the second Monday of March to underscore the shared values of Commonwealth states.
And individually, we are strengthened by sharing perspectives and experiences, and by offering and borrowing the myriad ways we have each tackled the challenges of our time.
We make sure it's different every year. The aesthetics, the activities, the location of where it's held.
I have learned a lot, the history in relation to the meaning of the flag, the colors of the flag, the food.
It's beautiful to see the children displaying, setting up displays about the different countries and learning about the different Commonwealth countries. So it's a wonderful learning opportunity.
Under this year's theme, One Resilient Common Future for Our Commonwealth, students actively shared fascinating fun facts about each nation.
We have the language of Jamaica. Jamaica actually is a mix of English, but they have their own slang to it, which is also called patois.
And we made dances to represent Trinidad, and we just did different food.
The trees tell of the resiliency of the people. Our countries are destroyed because of many hurricanes, but we bounce back.
Well, in other news, International Women's Day was celebrated this past Friday. In honor of the observance, author Aisha Wonderful has released her latest anthology, Golden Key. Now, the book features 7 female Bahamian authors detailing their own story of triumph and resilience. Grand Bahamian authors Ava Williams and Dr. Shamel Roll Sands lending their pen to this latest offering, and Williams is happy to share her testimony to empower others.
In the book, that's one of the things that kind of helped me to overcome the adversities that I did face. And so I would say triumphs for me is being able now to be an owner of MediSpa, and we are right now growing, gaining clientele, and it's so fulfilling just to see persons express how it's helped them so much. And so for me, this anthology is just a reflection of where I'm at now.
The authors represent a significant milestone in their mission to lead, educate, and empower. While the book is geared toward the empowerment of women, Dr. Roll Sands believes this book doesn't have one target audience and encourages everyone to follow this beacon of hope and inspiration.
Our stories, as Aisha loves to say, might be about us, but not necessarily for us. And so sharing our stories with others, including Bahamian women, we hope will demonstrate to them that with perseverance, with planning, and of course, for us, our faith, they are able to achieve their dreams.
That's a look at stories making news. Don't go away. The latest in sports and your local weather forecasts are up next.
Introducing our sizzling deal of the season. Sink your teeth into delicious piping hot Pizza Hut pizzas layered with your favorite toppings. Order 2 large one-topping pizzas for just $27.70. Call Pizza Hut Freeport at 352-9191 to order now. Available for carryout and delivery. 352-9191. Your taste buds and pocket will thank you. Only available at Pizza Hut Freeport.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
I still want to put shoes on your feet.
I want to put some shoes on your feet.
And I still want to put shoes on your feet.
We still want to put shoes on your feet.
2 locations to put shoes on your feet. Downtown Freeport, and now our newest location in the Carmichael City Shopping Plaza, right behind the Walk Up Wendy's, Carmichael Road West.
We all need to save. Save time, gas, and money. Shopping at Save More can help you do just that. Make us your first stop for all your prescription needs and medical supplies. Get all your health and beauty items at the same time. And don't miss our huge choice of snacks to satisfy your cravings. And the largest vitamin selection and over-the-counter relief products. Need diapers and other baby care items? First stop. The new section for makeovers, cosmetics, and beautiful jewelry will make you sparkle for that next special event. Save More Drugs, your more store.
Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
UB North Fun Run Walk is set for Saturday, and the BFF is hosting a soccer workshop this weekend. Here's Jay Philippe with your Thursday check on sports.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to sports. We have a whole lot of sports for you today. Let's jump right in, beginning with soccer. The Bahamas Football Federation Technical Director will be on Grand Bahama this weekend to assess soccer programs. 19 coaches will be taking their practicals.
It's the first level of licensing for our coaches in the island, and that'll give them a chance to have a go at it. And so we're excited about that. They're anxious, of course, because they've had to plan a session. They've got to deliver the session. And so, it should be a good day. And, we just felt it's important that people know the type of development that's going on for coaches as well on the island.
Next in sports, UB Fit Run, Walk, and Bike is set for this Saturday, March 16, beginning at 6 a.m. at the UB North downtown campus.
I want to congratulate the team for all the work they're doing. I want to thank our title sponsor, Doctors Hospital, and again invite the Grand Bahama public to come out and join us.
We're looking forward to be able to continue to support the community in any and all endeavors as it relates to health and wellness.
Additionally, their support is vital in making our event a success, as we are able to step our event up a notch, and we're able to offer the same race experience that our colleagues do at University of the Bahamas and Oaksfield campus.
And finally in sports, the Bahamas Basketball Federation named its national team coaches that will lead Team Bahamas for the next 3 years. Here's Shane Stubbs.
Our very own Jay Philippe was selected to coach the Bahamas under-17 men's national basketball team.
Once I got the phone call the day before yesterday about me accepting the job, I was elated, knowing that basketball is a passion of mine, sports is a passion of mine.
Philippe came on the scene as a coach at Sunland Baptist Academy back in 2014, helping to guide the Stingers to back-to-back Hugh Campbell championships in 4 appearances, also winning 4 consecutive Tip-Off Classic championships and 3 regular season titles.
Excited to work with the entire committee, with the president, Mr. Eugene Horton, and all of the BBF associates to ensure that basketball is at a good brand, and we do our absolute best to represent the Bahamas in under-17.
With the team expected to compete in August, Coach Philippe is excited to get started.
I'm just excited about the opportunity, and I can't wait to start working with Team Bahamas, and we can expect some really good things over the next 3 years while I'm a head coach.
Coach Kevin Clark will coach the under-15 team, and Coach Yolette McPhee-McEwen will lead the senior women's teams, both coaches from Grand Bahama. We will have exclusive interviews from both coaches tomorrow. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Shane Stubbs.
And that's a quick check on sports, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
Here's a check on your local weather forecast, sponsored by Royal Star Assurance.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
Stay with us. Our Facebook friend of the day is up next.
New Life Worship Center, in collaboration with Run Bahamas and Volunteer Bahamas, presents a night of honor, honoring 4 outstanding recording artists. Bishop Washington Williams, Mr. J. Mitchell.
It's a hard world we're living in. People get
Mr. Wilfred Solomon. And Mr. Phil Stubbs. Under the distinguished patronage of His Excellency Sir Cornelius and Lady Smith, you don't want to miss a Night of Honor happening March 17th at 6 p.m. at New Life Worship Center. Tickets are $20 in advance and $25 at the door. You don't want to miss it.
When a storm strikes and knocks out power to your home, you may be forced to use a backup energy source such as solar panels or a generator. But do you know about the potential dangers and how to safely use backup energy sources? There's one major risk. It's called backfeed, and it can endanger you, a family member, or someone else, especially a lineman or electrician working at or near your property. Backfeed occurs when power travels from your solar setup or generator back through the utility lines, resulting in them being unknowingly re-energized. Backfeed creates a very dangerous and potentially deadly situation for line workers and the public. To prevent backfeed, generators, whether permanent or portable, should never be plugged into a home's wiring or directly to the circuit breaker panel. The best way to avoid backfeed is by installing a transfer switch. Preventing backfeed could save a life.
Hey there, I'm D'Amico Nesbitt, and I'm here at the Fitness Connection, and today I'm going to give you 2 superfoods that are going to help with your overall health. Let's get right into it. Superfood number 1 is sea moss. Now, sea moss has over 90% of the vitamins and minerals that your body needs. That means it's going to help with everything. Sea moss is going to give you more energy. It can help with weight loss. It's going to help with your heart health. But more famously, it helps to get rid of mucus in the body, which is going to help to boost your immune system and keep you optimized and healthy. Superfood number 2 is beets. Beets is known as the circulation superfood. So what it does, it helps your body produce more nitrous oxide, which helps with blood flow, which is going to lower your blood pressure, give you more energy, and help with your overall heart health. And if you're interested in any of the supplements mentioned, we have them available at the Fitness Connection. We have a location in the Raven Mall and 2 in Nassau. Stop by and check us out.
Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Carol and Hannah, you are our Facebook friend of the day. We thank you so much for always watching. Also, a special happy birthday going out to Floyd Poitier all the way in Abaco. We also thank you for your support and always watching. And that's going to do it for us here in the North. On behalf of our entire ZNS News team, I'm Raven Davis. The Bahamas Tonight continues.
In the Bahamas tonight, the national report, the ongoing violence in Haiti deepens. Shanty towns to be demolished in Eleuthera. BPL still waiting on response from the government. And in sports, Sox celebrates its big win. The Bahamas tonight, the national report starts now.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Good evening, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis, and this is the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thanks so much for tuning in. CARICOM leaders determined to restore stability in Haiti in the face of its deepening violence. On Wednesday, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis and fellow CARICOM heads were locked in a virtual meeting on the issue with follow-up sessions today. Reportedly on the brink of economic collapse, Haiti is tasked with putting in place a transitional residential council following last week's resignation of its Prime Minister, Ariel Henry.
At this point, what is being done is as part of that transitional council, there are some 7 voting members and 2 non-voting members. Now, as of yesterday, 6 nominees were put forth to be a part of that council. The member who has not put forth a nominee as yet is expected to do that by end of day. And of course, this council is key to getting things moving along, and certainly in the appointment of an interim prime minister, which will of course set the tone for other parts of government to be established and some semblance of normalcy being brought to that country. As for the Bahamas and our national security response, that blockade remains in place to monitor what's happening around the borders of the Bahamas.
And this as several apprehensions have taken place in recent days.
Now, the consideration is for those 100 migrants who are here in New Providence to be transported to Inagua. And that entire group, it is being considered, will be taken by boat to Cape Haitian. And let me hasten to say that the transport of those groups is, of course, contingent on the safety of conditions on the ground. Nothing will move if it is deemed that there is a security risk.
Experts say there are nearly 200 armed gangs in Haiti. Meantime, 11 million Haitians reportedly face dire straits. It's no secret that the Bahamas has agreed to participate in the Kenyan-led transnational mission, but what is the fate of the mission now that Kenya's leader has made it clear that deploying officers to Haiti has been put on hold? Jimanita Swain joins us live in studio to discuss the Bahamas' position. Good evening, Jimanita.
Good evening, LaDawn, and good evening, Bahamas. National Security Minister, the Honorable Wayne Monroe, didn't mince words when he clarified today whether Royal Bahamas Defense Force officers will still be deployed to Haiti in light of the recent developments surrounding the Kenyan-led multinational force.
Well, as far as I'm aware, the resolution is still there for the force. The position always was that they got to select someone to lead it. Kenya was the country that stepped forward to lead it. The remarks I saw that emanated from them was that their police require a civilian government in order to deploy, and so long as if there becomes a civilian government, they will. Our commitment was always as a supporting role.
That role, we understand from the National Security Minister, was for at least 150 Marines to provide maritime security. Now, on Monday, CARICOM Chairman and President of Guyana, His Excellency Mohamed Afran Ali, announced that the Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry resigned, and that led to establishing a transnational presidential council to govern Haiti. If you recall, the transnational force being led by Kenya was viewed as unconstitutional back in January by its courts, and this week Kenya's Foreign Affairs Principal Secretary said the deploying of officers to Haiti has been put on hold. The National Security Minister reaffirms the pledge of CARICOM and, by extension, the Bahamas.
The Bahamas has committed to, whenever there is a Haitian solution, to play our part. Because if Haiti continues to be in turmoil, more and more Haitians will leave and head our way. It's in our national security interest that law and order returns to Haiti.
Now, this week alone, there has been at least 2 interdictions of migrants fleeing Haiti. Minister Monroe contends even more nations affected are beefing up measures.
The U.S. Coast Guard has deployed Coast Guard cutters to this area as well. And other measures for maritime awareness, maritime control, because these folks are headed to the U.S., more so than us. And so you'd have seen HMBS Bahamas make its interdiction in the waters of the Turks and Caicos Islands.
And when it comes to migrant apprehensions, the National Security Minister confirmed, as far as he's aware, the Immigration Department's position remains the same. Law enforcement officials will continue to arrest and detain migrants at every opportunity. Reporting live in studio for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Jimanita Swain. Back to you, LaDawn.
Thanks a lot, Jimanita. At last count, nearly 300 illegal structures and unregulated communities have been demolished here in New Providence and over in Abaco. As planned, next week, the task force will head over to Eleuthera to conduct investigations into shanty towns there.
The team has already completed an initial assessment on the island and are moving into the second phase of the process. So over the course of the next few months, the team will ensure that these areas are monitored to prevent reoccupation. Now, let me just say here that the focus is not solely on shanty towns occupied by foreign migrants, and in some cases also Bahamians, but the Building Control Department within the Ministry of Works and Family Island Affairs will be going after all unregulated structures, which means all buildings that have not been approved by the Ministry of Works.
And for those still strongly against the push to rid the country of these unregulated structures, Works Minister the Honorable Clay Sweeting holds firm that they're a danger to the country.
There are environmental, health, and safety concerns, and it is the government's mandate to ensure the safety and welfare of its citizens and lawful residents. The decision to tackle these unregulated communities may be uncomfortable and a tough pill to swallow for some, especially those who may have to vacate these shanty towns. But this Davis administration is committed to tackling this vaccine issue. It is the right thing to do.
Former Royal Bahamas Police Force officer, 27-year-old Rayon Henfield of No. 7 Rose, pleaded not guilty in the magistrate's court today on charges of possession of an unlicensed firearm and possession of ammunition. Henfield was a police constable who was reportedly brandishing a firearm at a business establishment on Cowpen Road early Tuesday morning. Authorities say the incident was reported by an off-duty officer who was allegedly on the scene. Henfield, who was on extended sick leave at the time, was arrested and the .45 pistol with ammunition was confiscated. The former officer, who is the son of Free National Movement Senator, the Honorable Darren Henfield, was granted $8,000 bail with 2 sureties. He returns to court on May 2nd. Henfield is required to report to the Carmichael Police Station every Monday and Friday before 8 p.m. The 5 defendants in the trial before Senior Justice Cheryl Grant Thompson appeared at the Court of Appeal Thursday. During the hearing, Justice of Appeal John Isaacs wanted to know what breaches were being alleged. Attorney Damian Gomez KC, one of the attorneys representing former Water and Sewerage Executive Chairman Adrian Gibson, complained, among other things, that the notice of additional evidence came in late, apparently referring to Gibson's cousin, Rashay Gibson, acting as a witness in the case. Isaacs pointed out, however, that an explanation was provided for that. He also said, among other things, that the issues raised were not constitutional, and he charged that the matter was a waste of the court's time and a cheapening of the process. Justice of Appeal Milton Evans also pointed out that constitutional motions are for exceptional circumstances, noting that if every order a judge makes is challenged, trials will never finish. And still to come, the Chamber of Commerce chimes in on NIB increase. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Full Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
There are some things that are undeniably Bahamian. A good conch salad, Junkanoo, the way we worship, the way we take care of one another, all undeniably Bahamian. And right in the midst of our iconic things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
We exposed 5 strangers to different KFC menus to see if the flavor can enhance any moment. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain. It's confirmed. Any moment can be a KFC moment.
All my ladies, let me hear you say,
It is
a big day here in Eleuthera as young people from across the island participate in this year's Junior Junkanoo competition. This year, we've increased our donation by 50% to $75,000. We're also connecting these young people with our Disney creatives so that they can teach our creatives about Junkanoo, and our Disney creatives can teach them about the careers that are involved in the kinds of things they're doing as they prepare for Junior Junkanoo this season.
Junkanoo is an expression, the spirit, the passion of the people of the Bahamas.
The adrenaline rush when the music hits your soul, you just move.
I'm really excited that the Disney Cruise Line helps get more instruments, like hookalakas and drums.
I cannot express the gratitude to Disney Cruise Line for the genuine nature of our culture, Junkanoo. Disney could have chosen anywhere in the world, but they chose Eleuthera.
In life's most critical moments, every second counts. AAS Life Flight can be a beacon of hope in disguise. AAS Life Flight spans 25 years as a licensed air ambulance transport service in the Bahamas. Our fixed-wing aircraft are dedicated air ambulance airplanes, flying an intensive care unit with advanced life support equipment. What sets us apart? 25 years of saving lives, 100% safety record, bedside-to-bedside transfers with our own ground ambulance, dedicated King Air aircraft, FAA-qualified pilots and co-pilots, qualified doctors, nurses, EMTs, and RTs. Choose a trusted provider. Choose AAS Life Flight for an experience grounded in trust. For peace of mind in emergencies, contact Air Ambulance Services at 377-1606 and 323-2186.
After 51 years, Popeyes is crashing the wings party with 5 flavors.
Makes no sense it took so long. Crispy outside, juicy inside.
Who are you? We don't make sense. We make chicken. Y'all good?
Popeye's new chicken wings make no sense. Marinated in Louisiana spices, hand battered and flipped, and then we have the audacity to call all 5 flavors fast food? Someone should really say something or order something.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
Good to go. Keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
Driven by a passion to cure ailments plaguing our country, Nick Mialis back in 1993 imported 8,000 neem seeds from India with the hope of taking the agricultural sector by storm.
We focus on hypertension, 2 preventable diseases, hypertension and diabetes. Every family, almost every family in our country, you see 1 or 2 of those or a combination of those preventable diseases. And we also utilize the bark of the tree. This goes into one of our tinctures to make an extract for periodontal disease or just dental hygiene, all right? All good health starts with dental hygiene. Very, very important.
You see, neem is a natural herb with a wealth of health benefits ranging from preventing dental diseases to possessing anti-aging properties when applied to the skin. Mialis lists more benefits from this extraordinary plant.
The neem produces an olive-sized shaped berry that we extract the oil from. And then we also get another valuable product. When we extract that oil, we get a byproduct called neem cake, which we feed our chickens, which we'll be feeding to our sheep. It's a natural dewormer and an immune enhancer. So neem is wonderful to keep the immune system strong. Our whole goal is to contribute to our health system. You judge a country through its healthcare system. And it's all about prevention. It's all about prevention.
And believe it or not, Neem also has some agricultural benefits through a byproduct called neem cake. It's what's left behind after extracting neem oil from the berries.
Because the neem cake has a slow-releasing nitrogen. It has the potash. It has the magnesium. It has the iron. It has the calcium, the essential micronutrients. It has everything that a plant needs. We will be feeding that neem cake to our sheep, continue to put it in our chicken water. Chickens, on occasion, have intestinal disorders. We have a better survival rate using the neem cake.
In fact, Mialis believes in the neem plant so much that he makes this prediction.
Neem, one day I'll make a prediction, will be part of a cure for oral cancer and prostate cancer because of its anti-inflammatory and anti-tumor properties.
So after a brief talk, Mialis grabbed his wife, Daphne, and put me to work. She began with a brief demonstration.
These brown leaves we'll discard. If it doesn't look 100%, we just take the whole thing. And make sure that there's no particles on here that shouldn't be there. And then we're going to just hold the stems and strip the leaf into the bin. And then once we've done that, we will put it on our drying rack.
Once the leaves are dried, they're pulverized and put into their herbal supplements.
Basically, 500 milligrams of pure neem leaf will go into a vegetarian capsule. And this is our #1 product for supporting the immune system, balancing what's out of balance in the body. It's an adaptogen. So it helps in many different, it's multi-purpose.
Abaco Neem Farm also specializes in farm-to-table experiences, has a wide variety of tropical fruit orchards, and also dabbles in beekeeping. We're told that the couple is also looking to provide lodging on the farm's property in the near future to accommodate a growing bird-watching population in the area. Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
Although cognizant and accepting the need to raise national insurance contributions, Chairman of the Bahamas Chamber of Commerce and Employers Confederation, Timothy Ingram, admits the business community has some apprehensions. His comments came following the minister responsible for NIB, the Honorable Alfred Sears' initial statement that contributions would initially increase by 1.5% in July and to be increased every 2 years until 2044. A statement quickly walked back by the Office of the Prime Minister, noting no final decision has been made besides that initial increase. But the chamber chair says the main concern, rather, is that it will increase the cost of doing business.
I think most businesses will look at the initial 1.5 and feel that that's okay. Obviously, the longer term, I think they were projected over the next 10 to 15 years. That would be more of a concern for the business community. How do they deal with that? If it gets to, I think the number projected was somewhere around 20, just over 20% of the insurable wage. It's not the full wage in some cases. And that would be a concern, obviously. How do we deal with that? How do we build that cost into our businesses? How does the business community respond to that? So, as I said, we're hopeful that that is not the final outcome. We're hopeful that other measures can be found to boost the fund.
It is projected that NIB contributions would hit 26.3% if government proceeds with the increase as announced by Sears until 2044. While acknowledging there has not been an increase in some time, Ingram says members will have to consider the impact on their businesses, suggesting the public could see a payment rise in services to cover what is lost. He hopes, though, that the government can find other ways to keep the funding solvent, adding that expanding the economy and employing more people could help, as the hope is to avoid redundancies.
We have our survey prepared that we will be sending out to our members shortly to determine what they are doing about this and to get the actual information from them on what will happen. As I say, we're hopeful that this first round of increases can be handled maybe with just a small increase in costs and that kind of thing to cover it so that they can keep their employees engaged and keep persons employed. But we will release something shortly that is more scientific with regard to what our members are planning to do with this.
The Bahamas is continuing to advance the International Labor Organization's Decent Work Country initiative, and if she gets her way, Minister of Labor and the Public Service, the Honorable Pia Glover-Rose, says decent work will soon become a widely used term in the country thanks to the efforts of the Department of Labor and the National Tripartite Council. She was addressing the Council's annual general meeting Thursday morning, where members were presented with awards for their service during the 2021-2024 period. The Assembly's theme this year is Decent Work, Shaping the Culture of the Nation's Workforce.
We recently unveiled the Department of Labor's 10-point plan for labor transformation, which intersects with most of our NTC objectives. This plan includes the implementation of the Decent Work Country program and the National Apprenticeship program. It also includes the expansion of our labor skills database to support these initiatives. It includes the modernization of relevant labor laws. So our objectives in the department are in line with what the goals of the NTC are.
Glover-Rose appealed to stakeholders to buy into what she says is government's transformative labor agenda. She says we represent mutual interests and shared priorities.
When we successfully achieve this agenda by making progress on promoting decent work, training our people, reforming our labor and HR laws and policies, securing opportunities for Bahamians, maintaining positive labor relations, and all the other areas of our agenda, when we achieve these things, everyone benefits. I am an optimist, and I believe that we can exceed the already high expectations set for us by doing things that we've never done before. And I'm not afraid to do what we've never done before. The status quo will not get us advanced to where we need to be.
President of the Bahamas Electrical Workers Union, Kyle Wilson, says the government has done nothing to allay the union and BPL staff's fears about the future of the company. This despite both Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, and Minister of Energy and Transport, the Honorable JoBeth Colby Davis, assuring in the House of Assembly last week that government is not seeking to privatize the energy provider or lay off employees, despite plans to fix it.
It's just absolute pandemonium and uncertainty as rumors continue to fly, as there's social media posts about BPL and all type of things happening. It's just stirring up frustration in the membership right now, and everyone just feels disillusioned. The fact that we have them purporting in the House of Assembly that there'd be no layoffs or job cuts, but yet still they're not engaging the union and showing us anything in black and white that would confirm that, or not giving me anything to take back to the membership to quell their fears, really.
Who says he wants more consultation with government, finds what he calls the silence towards the union egregious amid the rumors that government intends to enter a public-private partnership with a local and foreign company to manage transmission, distribution, and energy generation at BPL.
No matter how it is, whether if we stay or go, the changes will have an effect. And you're saying that you're basically bringing a strategic partner, giving them full control. We don't know if they are going to honor our agreements. We don't know if their agreements and their policies and procedures and their company values line up with what we have had agreed with our company. And so how is that going to marry? How is that going to work? And so these questions loom, and we have not been given a seat at the table to ask them to get the right answers to take back to the members.
For the country and beyond, Vaughn Albury joins us live from the Bahama Resort with this preview. Good evening, Vaughn.
Yes, LaDawn, we are here at Bahama Convention Center to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Eugene DePuch Law School. Opened in 1998, it is one of 3 law schools in the region in the English-speaking Caribbean. With me, the principal of the Eugene DePuch Law School, Bahamian, Tanya Bastian-Galanis. What does this celebration mean?
Vaughn, we are really excited to be here 25 years later since the law school was established in 1998 by the Council of Legal Education. We're one of 3, as you said, the others being in Jamaica and in Trinidad and Tobago. And so this year we planned a number of activities to mark this Silver Jubilee. This event that we're here at tonight, the Eugene DePuch Distinguished Lecture, we have it every year. We've been having it for the past 10 years. years. But this year, because we are celebrating 25 years, we wanted to make it special. We wanted to make it different. I saw somebody say on Instagram, tonight is going to be epic.
There you go. There you go.
Yes.
I want you to talk about the quality of lawyers the Eugene Depuch has produced over these past 25 years.
Our business is legal education. We take it very seriously. We produce lawyers for the Bahamas, for the region, for the world. Our lawyers, our students, our alumni, they sit in governments, they sit on benches around the region, they occupy boardrooms, they sit in community centers, they give back, and they sit in the academies across the region. And so we've done a lot. We're proud of our product. We're proud of our alumni.
There you go. Mrs. Tonya Bastian Galanis, a Bahamian who it's the Eugene Depuch Law School celebrating its 25th anniversary. Tonight, that lecture series. And we'll have more on tonight's activities in the Bahamas tonight. Reporting from Bahama Convention Center, I am Vaughn Aubrey for the Bahamas Tonight.
Thanks a lot, Vaughn. Stay close. There's more news right after this. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report.
In the Yellow Elder Garden, Ali and her cousins listened to Grammy share tales. The 70s so sweet, with themed costumes and dancing feet. Then came the brass, reaching new heights. A symphony of Bahamian nights. The 2000s, the Yellow Elder, a symbol of pride. Grammy's legacy in view as Ali dances in her Yellow Elder costume. We are alive.
My business couldn't survive without my credit card machine from Fidelity.
It's fast, convenient, and my clients love it.
My sales increase, and I can track my earnings.
Get your credit card machine from Fidelity today.
Call 356-7764.
This is the Little Caesars Stuffed Crust Pizza. It's a whole new level of pizza with cheese stuffed crust so spectacular that there's nothing left.
Pizza.
A delicious pepperoni pizza with the crust stuffed with lots of cheese and brushed with butter and garlic flavor and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese. Hot and ready, simply irresistible. And only at Little Caesars in Oaksville, Carmichael, East Street South, and the Charles Sanders Highway. See Little Caesars BS on Facebook and Little Caesars Bahamas on Instagram for more info.
Pizza.
I resolve the violence when we can.
Why was on the violence your weekend? Oh, black gay shop. Black gay shop. Where black gay shop? Oh, black gay shop. Hey, we want the East Valley.
Life is not always easy. We may find ourselves in situations that turn our worlds upside down. No matter how low you believe you have fallen, get help if you need it. Do what you have to do to get on your feet again. This message was brought to you by the Bahamas Psychological Association.
All my ladies, let me hear you say,
It is a big day here in Eleuthera as young people from across the island participate in this year's Junior Junkanoo competition. This year, we've increased our donation by 50% to $75,000. We're also connecting these young people with our Disney creatives so that they can teach our creatives about Junkanoo, and our Disney creatives can teach them about the careers that are involved in the kinds of things they're doing as they prepare for Junior Junkanoo this season.
Junkanoo is an expression, the spirit, the passion of the people of the Bahamas.
The adrenaline rush, when the music hits your soul, you just move.
I'm really excited that the Disney Cruise Line helps get more instruments, like hookalakas and drums.
I cannot express the gratitude to Disney Cruise Line for the genuine nature of our culture, Junkanoo. Disney could have chosen anywhere in the world, but they chose Eleuthera.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
The Church of God of Prophecy's National Conclave opened last evening at its East Street Tabernacle. Among the speakers addressing the opening night service was Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis. The Prime Minister believes the church is needed now more than ever before, no doubt alluding to the country's high murder count, which now stands at 31, and the other social ills plaguing this country.
We need churches like the Church of God to nurture wisdom and character. We need strong and virtuous men to stand up as role models and mentors, to offer the power of their example. We need neighbors and communities who care. I pray that this conclave will be a time of spiritual renewal for all. May you leave here more connected, more inspired, and more prepared to serve God and our communities with passion and dedication.
An ordination service for 6 local bishops, 3 from Grand Bahama and 3 from New Providence, will be held on Friday. The event also marked the start of retirement for presiding national bishop of the Church of God. Prime Minister Davis lauded the senior clergyman and his wife for this year's of service.
Their dedicated leadership and heartfelt ministry have touched many, many lives across the Bahamas and beyond. As Bishop Ferguson prepares to transition from his role, we express our deep gratitude for his years of faithful service. His impact will be felt for years yet to come. It is through the work of great leaders like Bishop Ferguson that the path forward is open for the rest of us.
I thank God that the God we serve, and after 31 years as a public servant, 5 years as an associate pastor, 14 years as a senior pastor, and after 11 years and a few months as the national bishop of this church in the Bahamas, I can say that I entered each phase of my life's journey with joy. I did what I had to do, and it was the grace of God that brought me safe thus far.
The conclave will climax on Sunday, March 17th with a baptism parade at 2:30 p.m. The parade route begins from the Church of God of Prophecy on East Street to the Western Esplanade. The closing ceremony will follow that evening. World Kidney Day being observed today. The aim is to create awareness about the importance of the kidneys, how to maintain kidney health, and ways to prevent related diseases. Back here at home, former president of the Bahamas Kidney Association, Ada Thompson, is applauding members of the association for the significant strides they've made to keep Bahamians informed.
They've done a prodigious amount of work in the last couple of years to make dialysis a household word, to make what is needed for the patients an island thing, a Commonwealth thing, not just a small group of people with kidney disease, but it touches so many people now that I could have never reached, and I'm just so delighted.
In case you missed the news or want to stay ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on X, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook.
Get ready for an unforgettable weekend at Agri Expo 2024. It all goes down on April 12th and 13th at Gladstone Road Farmers Market. Bring the whole family for a farmtastic experience. Meet local farmers, artisans, and savor delicious food. From competitions to forums and activities for the kids. There's something for everyone. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just curious about where your food comes from, there's something for everyone at the Agri Expo. It's something you don't want to miss. See you there.
Here at Solomon's, we don't just believe in great brands. We believe in creating unforgettable memories and celebrating everyday living with you and your family. Every aisle is filled with all you need. A great value with a variety and a selection of all your favorite groceries and products. Saving you time and keeping you on a budget. Great food changes everything. Shop at your local Solomon's for food, for family, for you.
Are you a business with 3 or more vehicles looking for the perfect fueling solution? Well, look no further.
I can go to any Rubis service station and get fast and easy service without any form of payment.
I can top up my fuel account and generate reports anytime online.
We at Wildflowers enjoy significant savings from fraud reduction. The Rubis system provides optimum security and peace of mind.
Email bahamassales@rubis-bahamas.com to sign up now.
March into Super Value and Quality Supermarkets today for great savings like Rainbow Corned Beef, 12-ounce, new low price, $2.19. Country Barn Mayonnaise, 30-ounce, $3.75. Mullis Ready Cut Macaroni, 16-ounce, $2.19. Boneless chicken breast, $2.99 per pound. Romaine Hearts, 3-pack, $4.79. Shoppers are marching to save at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
The most important thing in life is family. And whenever you need reliable advice, you look to the people you know you can trust. At J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, we earn our clients' trust every day. Whether it's home, motor, travel, or commercial insurance, we've got you covered. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
Works Minister, the Honorable Clay Sweeting, will be on the ground and will lead a team to Waxahachie, Eleuthera to commission an asphalt plan for 163 miles of road tomorrow. The initiative is a public-private partnership with Bahamas Striping Group of companies.
This venture is very significant and will be a major investment for Eleuthera and the Family Islands. It will also play a critical role in effectively and efficiently providing the necessary materials needed as contractors will take on the monumental task of reconstructing, rebuilding, paving, striping, and placing cat eyes on the roads across Eleuthera. We will also have an official signing contract with Quick Fix Construction and New View Construction for the paving of community roads and highways in Eleuthera from Hatchet Bay to Benjamin Town. These two companies are local building companies right from the island of Eleuthera that will be engaged throughout the entire process.
As the minister tells us, Friday's roadwork signing will kickstart Eleuthera's road construction as asphalt is expected to be laid there in April. The initiatives total over $100 million. And it's time now for a check on Family Island weather with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, LaDonna. Pretty nice day around the island. So right now we have a few clouds, temperature at 77 degrees, the relative humidity 67%, the winds are out of the northeast at 10 miles per hour, the barometric pressure 1,019.0, that is 30.09 inches. And your temperatures around the Family Islands this evening, they are brought to you by Family Guardian Insurance Company. We're protecting you. 80 degrees in Freeport, Grand Bahama, and Grand Key and Abaco, Marsh Harbor, Abaco at 76 degrees. The Berry Islands, 75. Alistown, Bimini, 77. In Harbor Island, 75 degrees. Rocktown, Eleuthera, 76. Fresh Creek, Central Andros, 78. Kemps, Bayside Andros, Black Point, Exuma, and Otterstown, Cook Island reporting 79. 78 in San Salvador and Rumkey. Georgetown, Exuma, 79 degrees. In Rygat Island, Clarence Sound, Long Island, and Crooked Island, the mercury column at 79. 80 degrees in Betsy Bay, Maguana, and Acklands, Matthew, Nago, 81. And the Turks and Caicos Islands at 80 degrees. And your boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Builders Mall, home of FYP, the Tile King, and the Paint Center. In the northwestern islands tonight through tomorrow, southeast winds 10 to 15 knots. The wave heights, they're going to be at 2 to 4 feet. High tide taking place at 20 minutes past midnight. You can expect your low tide at 6:48 tomorrow morning. In the central and southeastern islands through Friday, a more easterly flow at 15 to 20 knots. Choppy seas, they're going to be around 4 to 6 feet over the ocean, so we're asking small craft in the central and southeastern islands to exercise caution through Friday. And then on Saturday in the northwestern islands, the winds become southerly, 10 to 15 knots. The wave heights 2 to 4 feet. Your low tide, that will occur at 7:50 in the morning with a high tide at 1:38 in the afternoon. For the central Bahamas, southeast 10 to 15 knots. In the southeast Bahamas, east to southeast, 12 to 18 knots, and the wave heights 3 to 6 feet. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they are brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Sculling, moving, raking, scraping, man, to this beat. Sliding, slipping, dipping, dancing all across the floor. Whining, bumping, jerking, Lord, I'm holding my head. Well, listen, you can't blame me. It's this red and scrape just.
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But stay tuned, your extended weather forecast is still ahead.
Want to have your voice heard? Send your letters to the editor to digitalmedia@znsbahamas.com. Share your thoughts on current events or positive stories within your community. That's digitalmedia@znsbahamas.com. We want to hear from you.
You watch them grow and make plans for them even before they're old enough to talk. You spend a lifetime of sacrifice to pave the way for their success and create a tomorrow you too can be proud of. Can you tell who is the investor? At Leno, we believe everyone who has ever put a penny aside for a future dream is an investor. If you're new to investing, Leno's financial experts stand ready to design plans based on your goals. Let's sit down and explore the options one-on-one and see how, together, we can make your dreams come true. Whether considering traditional investments like a new home, car, your own business, security in retirement, or your child's college fund, we take the confusion out of the process and make an investor out of you. Call 396-3225 for an appointment. Leno, your bridge to the future.
Hello, everyone. This is Tony Williams back with a special promotion from BahamasAir.com and GoGo Florida. The $100 deposit is back, but it's only on your debit card. So whether you're renting that sedan, SUV, or spacious minivan for group or family trips, keep your cash in your pocket. Only Dollar Thrifty is making it convenient for you. Your $100 deposit held on your debit card. Available at Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, and Orlando. Book your 8-passenger minivan for Easter and save.
For more than 30 years, the Bahamas Bridal Show has prepared thousands of brides and grooms for the walk down the aisles. On Sunday, April 7th, that tradition continues when the Grand Ballroom at Bahama is transformed into the ultimate wedding experience, featuring a fashion show by Buttons Bridal and Formal Wear, $30,000 in prizes, savings on wedding expenses, and the most wonderful displays you'll ever see. Tickets $60. Call 327-8896 or visit bahamasevents.net for details.
ESE Distributors, the #1 wholesale beauty supplier in the Bahamas, specializing in hair products, accessories, and makeup. A variety of skin lightening products, Keratin, Natural Bright, Pawpaw, and personal toiletries, like soaps, creams, lotion, and oils. Hair products like Got2b, Red One, and everything in the Morphos line. And lots of hair. Afro Kinky, 3X Ghana, crochet hair. We deliver and ship to the Family Islands. ESE Distributors, located on Soldier Road opposite NCA.
The Church of God of Prophecy will embark in Conclave 2024 under the theme Go Forward from March 13 through 17. This gathering of the saints will begin on Wednesday night with the charge to the nation by Bishop Dr. Franklin Ferguson. On Friday night, there will be a sacred service of ordination for 6 candidates for the bishopric. At 2 p.m. on Sunday, March 17, there will be a baptismal parade and Bishop Tim Coulter, the presiding bishop, will preach in the final service of Conclave 2024. It's going to be a grand celebration. Come expecting miracles. See you at Conclave 2024.
Is ZNS Total Sports.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sports on this Thursday. I'm Charles Fisher. It was a big celebration on the campus of the Big Red Machine this morning as they celebrated their 4th straight BAISS Track and Field Championship. The celebration was actually twofold as they also welcomed former soccer world indoor champion and record holder Devin Charlton. The entire student body was out, including faculty and a few alumni. Songs was the order of the day. The excitement came during the reenactment of the 60-meter World Indoor Championship by members of the track team, representative of each person in the race that day in Scotland. Devin showered with gifts from flowers, a special championship shirt, and backpack, and a jersey to hang in the rafters. Each division recognized from the champion bantam girls straight up to the senior boys. Not to be outdone, the coaching staff given their praise 4 straight. School's principal, Marcy Thompson, said they could only do it the SAC way.
We decided we wanted to invite Devin Charlton to spend this morning with us. We are so proud of her. Devin graduated in 2013. She represented the school very, very well when she was a student here. And so we wanted to bring her back. She's a true inspiration to our current athletes, and we wish Devin all the best. She's an amazing young lady. Then our 150-strong athletes who brought home our 4th in a row BISS championship and our 31st title. And so we found it fitting this morning to take time out of class and our busy schedule to celebrate these young people and let them know how much we appreciate them, and we appreciate our staff, our coaches, our parents who make sure that these kids are where they need to be. So we're a very proud SAC family this morning.
Devin happy to be back on our old stomping grounds.
It was definitely great to come out and celebrate both occasions. I was at BISS and watched them compete and was just super happy and proud that they continue to uphold the legacy that was left. And it was a beautiful reception. I wasn't expecting this. It was really overwhelming, but they I just feel loved and supported.
A lot of gifts. You were surprised, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. I was expecting like a fruit basket or something, but of course it's SAC, so we have to go all out always.
Last night over at the Andrew Rogers Baseball Diamond, the Bahamas making history. A 15 and under team set to compete in a World Championship tournament.
It's being dubbed as a historic moment in the annals of Bahamian baseball, as yesterday the 20-member team was revealed that will represent the Bahamas this weekend at the World Baseball Softball Confederation's Pan Am U15 15 qualifiers in the Dominican Republic on hand at the Andre Rogers National Baseball Stadium. Members of the Bahamas Baseball Association, Bahamas Olympic Committee, as well as the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Boleg.
When the vision was placed and the now Prime Minister and then Minister of Works and the then Donnie Johnson, Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, to build this stadium, it was because we saw what baseball was doing in the country for our young men. And that's the reason this is built here today. When we look at the amount of young men that are signing professional deals, it tells me that when I look at Albert, Jerron, and Avad, and most of those, and Teddy and the Bahamas Baseball Federation, that they are doing their job and their part in developing our young men and using baseball as a vehicle to take them to the next level in life.
The man at the helm leading the 242 into battle is Albert Cartwright, head coach. He spoke about the expectations for the 242.
I don't think it's a lot of pressure on me because I'm not actually playing the game, but these guys, they get to go and they get to play a game of baseball. I think after the first inning, those butterflies end up going away and it just turned into a baseball game. So just to watch these guys perform and try to give them something to lean on in case stuff do go bad. I've been in a situation before. I've coached with Great Britain for the World Baseball Classic. I think going up against USA is a little easier to manage these 15-year-olds than Major League guys. So,
as for the players, they certainly feel the pride in representing their country.
It feels pretty good. It's always a pleasure to represent my country.
It's a great feeling, I'm proud to make it because, it's really hard to make it. It's a great feeling.
What's your expectations for the team?
We do good once we, pitch properly, do our thing, be good.
To advance, the Bahamas must be among the top 5 finishers in its 11-country pool that includes Powers, Venezuela, and Puerto Rico. For Zenith Total Sports, I'm Amajal Knowles.
Also scheduled to leave soon are golfers to the Junior Championship. Gina Roll has more on that after this weekend's trials.
We'll travel to Jamaica to represent the country. We will choose 12 of our best to go forward. Last year we came 5th, so we're looking to pull some great numbers this year and do a lot better, of course, in the CAJGC. It'll be very exciting to see who will represent the 242 as we travel abroad.
And that's going to do it for Sports Thursday in the land of the Big Red Machine, celebrating their 4th straight BAISS Track and Field Championships.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
March up and down the aisles of Super Value and Quality supermarkets and save. Libby's Spaghetti and Meatballs 15-ounce, $1.59. Carnation Evaporated Milk 13.9-ounce, 2 for $3. Libby's Vienna Sausage 4.6-ounce, $1.19. Turkey Wings $1.99 per pound. Fresh Broccoli Bunch $3.99. Shoppers are marching to save at Super Value and Quality supermarkets.
Here at Immigration Care Service, you can trust us, especially if you have experienced issues or problems with the U.S. immigration at the borders. We'll do our best to provide options and solutions to immigration roadblocks so travelers can continue visiting the U.S. and residents can continue living their lives in the U.S. without worries. The best part? Our services are affordable and accessible. Take the mystery, confusion, and fear out of your immigration concerns. Contact Immigration Care Service today.
Have you ever purchased a defective item and was denied an exchange or cash refund? Contact the Consumer Protection Commission at 393-7795-8 or our 24-hour complaints hotline at 357-7898 and let us help your voice be heard.
Hey, get up, stand up for your right.
You've got termites and need to get rid of them fast? Trust Rentokil Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rentokil Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial.
The most important thing in life is family. And whenever you need reliable advice, you look to the people you know you can trust. At J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, we earn our clients' trust every day. Whether it's home, motor, travel, or commercial insurance, we've got you covered. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
Time now for weather.
In our final look at weather, satellite pictures showing very little clouds across the islands, and that's because high pressure remain in control of our weather, but temperatures will be warming up as we head through the weekend, with those temperatures getting up into the upper 80s. Tonight, though, still pretty nice, a bit on the breezy side, otherwise partly cloudy, with a low temperature around 68 degrees. And tomorrow, partly sunny, warm, and more humid, 86 degrees for your high, and extended weather forecast for the next several days. Nice weather right through the weekend, but very, very toasty. Temperatures getting close to the 90-degree mark as we head into Saturday. Wouldn't be until early next week before we see those temperatures starting to drop again. Ladon?
Thanks a lot, Basil. Well, thousands of public and private school students will ditch the classroom on Friday for several hours and take to the streets to be heard and seen in a youth peace march and rally across this country. Here in New Providence, participants will leave the Southern Recreation Grounds at 10 a.m. sharp.
We have heard enough from the adults in our country. It's time for us to hear from our children. And they have made it extremely clear that they had enough of the violence. And so it's a positive message. And I believe it's time for us to stop and listen. Because not only do they discuss the concerns they have pertaining to violence, but they also speak about solutions, possible solutions, and how we can best solve our issues and how best we can resolve conflicts.
Just before we go, we want to wish a happy anniversary to Basil Dean and his wife, Brenda, who's celebrating a big milestone today. But that does it for the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. From all of us here at ZNS, I'm LaDawn Davis. Make it a great evening, everyone.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.